Hello, friends. Welcome back again on the Consistency in Silence YouTube channel. So, in today's class, we will be going to cover the old stage of the river course. In the previous lecture, we have covered the youthful stage or the young stage. The second one is the mature stage, and the third one is the old stage. In the mature stage, there is yet another feature, और उसे कहते हैं स्पर्स. इंटरकनेक्टेड स्पर्स बोलते हैं शायद से. तो एक बार आप देख लेना. पहले आज का टॉपिक करते हैं, उसके बाद बात की बातें करेंगे. इंटरलॉक्ड स्पर्स बोलते हैं. What are these? If you go to a mountain region and there on your front view you have the beautiful scenery of mountains, so you will see some kind of this pattern. This is a mountain. Now here will be yet another form, here will be yet another form. So you see, these are known as spurs. The river first will come down from here, then go down from here, then go down from here. अंडरस्टूड. अगर साइड से बनाए तो हमको कैसे दिखेंगे? साइड से तो बस ये ऐसे दिखेंगे, और मैं क्या बताऊँ, थोड़े से ऐसे दिख जाएंगे, तो ऐसे दिखने वाले हैं साइड से. बट सामने से देयर इज़ अ सीरीज ऑफ माउंटेन, सो हैंस वो कुछ ऐसे ऐसे करके दिखाई देंगे, आगे भी फिर आगे भी. तो उनके बीच में से रिवर कभी ऐसे फ्लो हो रही है, कभी ऐसे कभी ऐसे. सो दीज आर नोन एज इंटरलॉक्ड स्पर्स. When we will cover the glacier part, there we will have truncated spurs. Why? Because the glacial system will form U-shaped valleys. So जो U-shaped valleys बन जाती हैं, तो उसके बाद हमारे पास mountain valleys कुछ ऐसी होती हैं. तो अब ये आगे आगे तक आती रहेंगी. So these are known as truncated spurs. ठीक है. कहाँ बनते हैं? मैच्योर स्टेज में. In the old age, what are the characteristics? First of all, the river course will be fully developed. It means whatever we have witnessed in the youthful stage, less integrated river system, only we have the streams. So here we will have the full-fledged river course. Second of all, its speed will decrease, hence the erosive capacity of the river will decrease, and hence now there will be no vertical erosion. So hence only डिपोजिशन, मेनली तो डिपोजिशन ही है. मान लीजिए 95% ओनली डिपोजिशन. सो इन दिस वी विल हैव सम एसोसिएटेड लैंडफॉर्म्स. क्या है वो? ऑक्सबो लेक. Floodplains and leaves. Deltas. So these are the landforms formed in the old age of the river course. Oxbow Lake के आगे आप ये भी लिख सकते हैं, intersection of meanders. तो ये भी आप लिख सकते हैं. What is the Oxbow Lake? See, in the old age, these rivers will generally flow in the flat terrain. Hence there will be a meanders, because the meanders has been started in the mature stage itself, but now it is, the river course is doing purely deposition. So here I am making two rivers. These are flowing in their separate courses. ड्यू टू द रिवर क्लिफ एंड स्लिप ऑफ स्लोप, यहाँ से ये इरोजन होती रहेगी एंड दिस रिवर विल कैप्चर द स्ट्रीम ऑफ दिस रिवर इवेंचुअली। अंडरस्टूड। तो एक तो ये चीज़ है। एक सेकंड चीज़ क्या होगी, ये चीज़ हम बाद में पढ़ेंगे। एक सेकंड चीज़ क्या होगी, मान लीजिए एक अकेली रिवर है। नाउ दिस साइनस बेंड ऑफ द रिवर विल क्रिएट सच अ ह्यूज एंगल दैट दिस रिवर along the time will cut itself. So this river will join its this course and hence there will be gap between this course and the whole river. Hence we have the formation of a standalone lake which is known as Oxbow Lake. ऑक्स जैसा दिखेगा ये, इसीलिए ऑक्सबो लेक हो जाएगा। So this was क्या था ये, yes, these two types are the intersection of meanders. यहाँ भी intersection of meanders है, यहाँ भी intersection of meanders है। ये वाला केस है जो ओल्ड एज का, वो हम ये पढ़ रहे हैं जिसमें देयर इज अ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ ऑक्सबो लेक्स। ये वाला पार्ट मैं आपको बाद में समझाता हूँ। फ्लड प्लेन्स एंड लीव्स। सी फ्लड प्लेन्स तो आपको बहुत अच्छे से पता है, गंगा ब्रह्मपुत्र फ्लड प्लेन है जो, इसके अंदर आ जाते हैं हमारे पास, आपको पता होंगे, भंगार एंड खादर। भंगार is the old alluvium, Khadar is the new alluvium. Bhangar will have or constitute several conchars also, कंकर जो हम बोलते हैं, but Khadar is the pure alluvium soil. So ये flood plains में आ जाता है because there is mainly deep deposition happening and whatever there will be the traction load or the big loads they will get deposited in the alluvial fans. उसके बाद हमने alluvial fans के दो टाइप्स भी हमने पढ़ लिए वहाँ। So only the pure silt or alluvium will be available for the formation of these flood plains and hence we have the Bhangar and Khadar. What are leaves? These are kind of boundaries on the side of the river. थोड़ी सी ऐसे बाउंड्री नहीं बना देती रिवर, तो वही चीज़ है ये। अगर हम इसको साइड से देखेंगे तो कैसे दिखेगा ये, आगे से देख रहे हैं हमको रिवर इज फ्लोइंग इन दिस डायरेक्शन, देयर इज अ upliftment on both the sides of the river, so this is known as leaves. Now these are natural leaves, but in the cases of the heavy monsoon there can be over flooding of the rivers hence causing huge damage. So manushya, human homo sapiens will create artificial embankments. So leaves are the natural embankments and now the human beings have created the artificial embankments. Understood? So these are the floodplains and the leaves, and the last section is the delta. We all know that deltas are formed at the mouth of the river and ocean. So there the carrying capacity is very low and hence the river will divide into several small streams and it will form a braided stream. The same example that we can see in the Brahmaputra river in the course of Assam. The Brahmaputra river will take the syntaxial bend, enter into India, and there in the Assam region you will see several number of streams and then again it will integrate into one. Hence the carrying capacity as well as erosive power of the river is very much reduced, that whatever the river course is depositing on the land it can't erode it. उसने deposit भी खुद ही किया, but now the river course doesn't have that much erosive power to again remove it and hence the river will be separated into several small streams जो कि हम ब्रह्मपुत्र में देख पाते हैं. So इसे क्या कहा जाता है, braided stream. बालों पे जो लड़कियां बनाती है braided stream. Now there can be different forms of delta. We will study three forms of delta now. In the geography part, I have told you before, the estuary are considered a part of the delta. Arcuate delta, when the density of the sea is equal to the density of river water, then we have the formation of arcuate delta. The stream or the river, this is the ocean. The stream will be bifurcated from a single point before joining the ocean, and hence forming the arcuate delta. All the major rivers like Ganga, Brahmaputra and rest others will form this kind of delta. गोदावरी गोदावरी जो भी हमारी rivers हैं ईस्ट फ्लोइंग, वो भी यही बनाती है. Then we have the bird foot delta. If the density of ocean, if the density of river, not ocean, if the density of river is less than the density of ocean, तब क्या होगा? Then the river will go straight into the ocean, and then after entering the ocean it will bifurcate. This is known as bird foot delta. After penetrating the territory of the ocean, then there is a segregation in the streams of the river. In arcuate delta, from a common point, यहाँ कोई common की ज़रूरत भी नहीं है, कुछ भी ऐसे कर दीजिए. From the common point, there is a division of the river course into several streams. और यहाँ sedimentation बिखेर दिया, thus forming the arcuate delta. Example मैंने दे दिया गंगा ब्रह्मपुत्र. In this, the river is penetrating into the territory of the ocean before the bifurcation. Estuaries, estuaries में हमको सबको पता है कि वो डायरेक्ट पानी में गिर जाती है. So no delta formation here, but they are part of the actual delta topic in the geography. Now we will study some of the reasons that on some places we experience the formation of delta, but yet in another places we have no delta formation. So hence there are some prerequisites required for the formation of delta. What are those prerequisites? We will study. बर्ड फूड का एग्जांपल लिख सकते हैं, मसूरी रिवर यूएसए की, मिसिसिपी, वो सब लिख सकते हैं. एस्टुरी का, यस, द वेस्ट फ्लोइंग रिवर्स. डेल्टा पढ़ रहे थे हम. देखिए मेरे साथ दिमाग लगाइए थोड़ा सा, आप भी दिमाग लगाइए. अगर डेल्टा बनाना है तो क्या डिपोजिशन हो रहा है? सेडिमेंट्स. इट मीन्स वी रिक्वायर ह्यूज सेडिमेंट्स. सेडिमेंट्स ज़्यादा है, इसका मतलब वी रिक्वायर ह्यूज इरोसिव पावर ऑफ द रिवर. इरोसिव पावर अगर ह्यूज है, बट द पेरेंट रॉक बीनीथ द रिवर is hard, then there is less sedimentation. But if the parent rock is small, not small, soft, then there will be the huge sedimentation. पेरेंट रॉक सॉफ्ट आ गया, इरोसिव पावर मोर आ गई, सेडिमेंटेशन ज़्यादा कैरी करेगी. बट इफ द रिवर कोर्स इज टू स्मॉल, देन यस, इन द कंपैरिजन अ लॉन्ग कोर्स रिवर will be able to do or carry more sedimentation. Suppose in the course of the river, while the river is going from the upper riparian state to the lower riparian state, it encountered a lake or a jheel or a wetland, then some of the sediments will get deposited there. Hence, whenever the river will join the mouth of the ocean, it will carry less amount of sediments. Thus, the presence of a riparian buffer should be neglected. So no riparian buffer. If there are high winds going on at the mouth of the ocean, then the sedimentation will disperse into the depth of the ocean. So we require somewhat tideless coast, that too shallow in nature, because अगर shallow नहीं हुआ तो क्या दिक्कत हो जाएगी, again it get dispersed into the depth of the oceans. If there is a geological activity, it means submergence as well as emergence of land, then it will affect the sedimentation deposition, and hence we don't want any geologic active area. Now connect it with the previous class. We have studied our west coast is a submerged coast, and hence we don't find any delta formation there. एक एक करके अभी सभी पॉइंट्स पे आएंगे हम. ईस्ट कोस्ट ड्यू टू द प्रेजेंस ऑफ ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ रिवर, लाइक ऊपर से अगर स्टार्ट करें, सुवर्णरेखा, महानदी, बैतरणी, ब्राह्मणी, गोदावरी, कृष्णा, कावेरी, पन्नेरू, वैगई. So all these rivers have formed the huge amount of deltas, and hence there is a deposition at the east coast. Due to the large amount of deposition over a long period of time, the coast has been immersed. भाई अगर ये कोस्ट है और रिवर ओवर अ लॉन्ग पीरियड ऑफ टाइम यहाँ आके डाले जा रही है, सेडिमेंट्स डाले जा रही है, तो क्या होगा, देयर इज अ इमर्जेंस ऑफ कोस्ट in these particular areas, and hence our east coast is the immersed coast. Tideless coast, our southwest monsoon, अगर ये मान लीजिए हमारा वेस्ट कोस्ट है, अब ये मान लीजिए वेस्ट कोस्ट है, चलो क्यों आपको ज़्यादा इमेजिन करवाना, बस ये हमारा पेनिनसुलर इंडिया हो गया, तमिलनाडु, केरला, ये सब ये हमारा है वेस्ट कोस्ट विच इज़ सबमर्ज्ड, पहली सबमर्ज्ड है. नाउ द साउथ वेस्ट मानसून वी विल कवर इन मानसून पार्ट. द साउथ वेस्ट मानसून कौन सी तरफ से आता है, यस केरला, कर्नाटका, इस साइड से. हैंड्स टाइडलेस कौन सा कोस्ट है, ईस्ट कोस्ट. नो रिपेरियन बफर, लूनी रिवर पे जो हमारी इनलैंड रिवर है उस पर क्या है, सांबर लेक है. तो ऐसे छोटी छोटी चीज़ें दिक्कत देती है. कंपैरिजन करना हमें, ऐसा नहीं बिल्कुल ही नहीं चाहिए रिपेरियन बफर, नो. The rivers which have no riparian buffer will create huge amount of delta in comparison to the rivers who encounter a riparian buffer in their courses. Long course. The east flowing rivers has the very long courses in comparison to the west flowing rivers which will end abruptly, hence forming the estuaries at the western coast. तो वेस्टर्न कोस्ट पे हमारी एस्टुरीज मिलेंगी, लॉन्ग कोर्स ईस्ट फ्लोइंग रिवर्स के, तो यहाँ हमारे पास डेल्टाज हैं. पैरेंट रॉक सॉफ्ट, हिमालयन रिवर्स विल फ्लो थ्रू एलुवियम सॉइल, जो हमारे पास फ्लड प्लेन्स है, वेयर एज द पेनिनसुलर रिवर आर फ्लोइंग ओवर द प्लाटू रीजन. It means they will form lesser amount of deltas in comparison to our Ganga Brahmaputra delta, one of the biggest delta in the entire world. Erosive power more किसकी होगी भाई, yes of course Himalayan rivers की. Sedimentation more Himalayan rivers का, why, huge kinetic energy, huge potential energy. So hence we have covered all the parts of the formation of the delta. Now we will jump to two of our last topics. रिवर रेजुविनेशन मतलब देयर इज री इनकारनेशन ऑफ रिवर। कैसे होता है भाई री इनकारनेशन, अभी समझेंगे। और एक छोटा सा टॉपिक जो मैंने बोला था मैं करवा दूंगा, रिवर कैप्चर। रिवर रेजुविनेशन भाई देखिए, दिस इज अवर अ माउंटेन। The river is smoothly flowing over this mountain, and here eventually it is going into the ocean. But as I have told you, there is always some geological activity going on the surface of the earth. It means crust. So there can be emergence of land as well as submergence of land. अब मान लीजिए there was a submergence of land. So on this point the river is joining the mouth of the ocean, but due to the emergence of land, not submergence, due to the abrupt emergence of land, now the river will engage in active down cutting again. So क्या चीज हुई, the river has completed its course of the youthful, the mature, and it is just able to complete its old age. But due to the emergence of land, now again the river will engage into the active down cutting. वही फिर से youthful और mature ये सब, तो यहाँ से this is known as nick point, and now there is again youthful stage, and then फिर तीनों stage आएंगी, and then there will be the ocean. This is known as river rejuvenation. There are some of the landforms associated with the river rejuvenation. First is the incised meanders. This is a side view of this particular diagram. First of all, the river was flowing up till this depth, but due to the emergence of land, now इतने इमर्ज हो गया तो यहाँ रिवर छोटी सी फ्लो होने लग गई. It means the river is flowing now on the hard rocks. Meander, river is meandering on the hard rocks, so thus it is known as incised meanders. In the previous section we have covered there is a meandering at the very flat terrain having some floodplains, alluvium soils, but in this case the river is meandering on hard rocks due to the river rejuvenation, hence it is known as incised meanders. The second is a river terrace. Now here at one point of time the river was flowing, but now the river is not flowing, hence it is the river terrace. These are the river terrace. अगर फिर से देयर इज अ इमर्जेंस ऑफ लैंड तो इसके नीचे भी एक बन जाएगा, एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो अ रिवर टेरेस. द पेनीप्लेन, दीज आर द फ्लैट एंड फीचरलेस प्लेन्स दैट विल बी कंस्ट्रक्टेड बाय द रिवर इटसेल्फ एट द माउथ ऑफ द ओशन. सो अगर प्रीलिम्स में स्टेटमेंट आ जाए पेनीप्लेन ऐसे प्लेन है जो माउंटेन के फुट पे बनते हैं, सो इट इज इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. पेनीप्लेन विल be formed at the mouth of the river where it is meeting the oceans. They are flat and featureless terrains. मान लीजिए this was the old stage, we are taking the previous condition, this was the old age, and now the river will penetrate into the ocean territory. But due to this active down cutting and the river rejuvenation, now again we will have to go through all the three stages. Actually, there was some disturbance. The last topic is the river capture. There can be two types of river capture. The first is the headward that we have studied in the कौन सा youthful stage, and yet again we have studied the old stage Oxbow lakes. In that I have told you that please write there is a intersection of rivers, or sorry, meanders. So that is also known as river capture, headward and the intersection of meanders or river. So in the headward erosion, ये आपके थोड़े से जीसी लियोंग में डायग्राम अच्छा दिया हुआ है. दिस इज द ए रिवर, दिस इज द बी रिवर. After a long amount of time, due to the down cutting at the headward part, this B river will able to capture the water of the A river, and hence we have this is B, this is A. So A is known as now misfit. And this is known as wind gap. What is wind gap? In the previous time the water was flowing in this particular region, but after the headward river capture, now there is no water flowing at that particular region, and hence we call it as a wind gap region. A is known as misfit, and this one is the elbow of capture, the point at which the river has captured. It is known as elbow of capture. Intersection of meanders I have told you, जो हमने पिछले क्लासेस में अभी मैंने आपको दिखाई थी, जो ऊपर वाला डायग्राम था, दो meander आके कट कर देती है तो एक पूरा पानी ले जाएगी. Understood? So this was all for today's class. We have completed our topic of drainage. In the next class we will be starting our chapter of atmosphere. So till then, टेक केयर. अगर आपको कॉन्सेप्ट अच्छे लग रहे हैं, सब्सक्राइब का बटन दबा देना, लाइक कर देना. तब तक के लिए गुड बाय, जय हिंद.